It's showtime.
Full planning permission for phase 1 of the development, which comprises of a 3G artificial pitch, one 9x9 grass pitch, a sports pavilion, the new access road and associated drainage and landscaping works. The application is being presented at Planning Committee as the proposal involves the council as the applicant and the landowner and comprises of a development over 5 hectares. The application is recommended for approval. I'll pass back to you, Chair, now for the speakers.
Okay, thank you. Can I ask for Councillor Mark Boylan, please?
Okay. Good evening. Speaking on the application, being the first phase of a larger plan, obviously the committee will have had a background of the application, which has historically been in planning and discussion long before my time as a councillor. Obviously looking at the plans, this is a plan of the first phase that we're discussing tonight, which is phase 2 is coming up, which is also sort of highlighted on the plan. Having supported the application myself, obviously there's been a lot of objections against the application, so I'd like to raise these concerns with the committee when considering the application. Some of the concerns around the nature of the site and the environmental impact, in essence losing another wild area. Concerns around no management plan for the site, stroke ownership, and its potential for community use, how this will be managed and allocated. Increased traffic and impact on the local area, infrastructure, the old roads being around the area. Obviously since we got rid of pink skips, which has reduced the traffic and the weight on the roads, then obviously we're increasing again with more traffic into the area, potential for the Lidl site at the top of one end of the road and down the bottom end of Waterloo Road where the old Shropshire Star site was built. Most importantly, the impact on the residents from the noise, times of use, the lighting on those residents living locally to the planned site. I did undertake some community engagement with residents on the application and would like these objections and concerns taken into account by the committee when considering the application, and should the application be successful, these concerns being taken on board. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Do you need to add anything else, Robin, at all at this stage, or do you wait for comments from the members?
I can add a few aspects to address Councillor Boylan. So, as Councillor Boylan mentioned in terms of the principle, the application is located in urban boundary and it has been long the intention to deliver sports pitches within the area. This is in line with the Section 106 of the Lawley Sustainable Urban Extension Development. Planning consent was granted in 2014 on the land for engineering works to facilitate the creation of the sports pitches, which resulted in the creation of the terraces that we saw on site today. The need for these facilities has been highlighted in the Telford and Wrekin Council Playing Pitch Strategy from 2016, and this strategy highlights the growing demand for the artificial pitches and draws upon the Football Association's long-term ambition to provide every affiliated team with the opportunity to train once per week on a floodlit 3G surface. As we heard, public representations from neighbouring properties have raised concerns regarding noise, light, pollution, overlooking and overshadowing of the development. The Council's Specialist Environmental Health Officer has reviewed this proposal and the submitted noise and lighting assessments and considers these to be acceptable but subject to a number of conditions controlling, for example, the number of evening matches after 8 p.m, that will be controlled to 24 per year. Controlling the light installation and the hours of use in terms of the facility as well as the use of the lighting. As members saw on site today, the topography of the site is set down from the residential development to the south in particular and is buffered to the east and west by car parking that's proposed and Waterloo Road. But additional planting is proposed on the southern boundary between the 3G pitch and the site boundary in the form of 18 new trees. In terms of the management of the site, that's not the person taking it over isn't known at this stage, and it isn't a requirement for planning, so that will be conditioned as a pre-commencement condition, and also there'll be a pre-commencement condition for a community use agreement, and that will sort of dictate how the person taking over the facility will try and reach out to specific community groups and offer them the use of this facility. So there's no technical objections from statutory consultees on the application. The local highway authority don't object to it either. There are off-site works proposed, and that again will be conditioned and secured as part of a Section 278 agreement.
Okay, thank you. Right, let's pass it over to the members now. Councillor Peter Scott.
Today was a productive damn day.